Hey, good morning. It's Dr. Bill Williams, and today is July the 4th, 2021. I want to talk about freedom today. We talk about the birth of America and celebrating the birth of our nation, the United States of America, on July the 4th, 1776. The Declaration of Independence was actually signed on that day. So we're going to correlate the birth of America to the birth of ONPASSIVE today. Now, the history of America is one where the colonists, the 13 colonies, were oppressed, overly taxed. They had usurpation of their rights. They had a burden to bear that they could no longer bear. And so I went back and read the Declaration of Independence this week, preparation for celebration of July the 4th. And I had not read the Declaration of Independence since I was in perhaps high school. So when I read it, I was really amazed at the level of oppression that our forefathers lived under back in the day, 1770, 72, 74, leading up to the Declaration of Independence. What brought that on? I understood better the oppression. And the men that wrote that were young men, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, most of them. They were farmers, they were business owners, they were people that were scratching out a living on the land, and they represented a whole group of people behind them. They were representatives sent to the Continental Congress to debate and to draft the Declaration of Independence. So one of the most outstanding lines from the Declaration, of course, is these words: "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." That is the essential essence of the American dream, is to be able to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without the interference of government. The people that signed that document, John Hancock, everybody knows the number one signature, the first one on there was John Hancock. John Adams followed, Thomas Jefferson. There's one signature on there you may not know much about. I do. His name was William Williams, one of my ancestors from the state of Connecticut. And through the genealogy traces, we found that we're related to that William Williams, and that he was one of the original signers of the Declaration of Independence. So I've always had a close association with the founding fathers of America, and it always spurs me on to do things a different way, to follow the leader in my family. The freedom to have freedom of speech, speak what you please, speak what you want, when you want, freedom of religion to practice as you wish, freedom of assembly to gather with those you like, freedom to work, do the job you want, freedom of self-governance, control your own destiny. These are the American ideals. The American dream comes from that, the ability to become what you want, to be able to succeed. We believe anybody can succeed. We believe anybody can be their own boss. They can start a company and do what they want to do. So the essence of the American dream is to be free, to choose your own destiny. That's very similar to what we believe in ONPASSIVE. Today is July the 4th, 2021, and soon all go-founders will become co-founders with Ash Mufareh, and we'll be called O-founders. We all have our own version in our lives of what Ash went through. You know, we all have our own version of the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party is where they threw over the tea from the heavy taxation that was coming from England. And so our forefathers were tired of the system being rigged against them, so that they wanted to start a new system. And that's exactly what we want to do in ONPASSIVE, is to tear down the old system that requires only the ones at the top to win. We want to make it more distributed, more even, more equal, so that everybody can win. So we want no more manipulation, no more censorship, we want ONPASSIVE to be, and it is, the correction of the corruption. Founders are now similar to patriots. You know, the patriots are the ones who founded America. Founders are now the ones who brought ONPASSIVE to the forefront in numbers. 750,000 of us are now looking out saying, we're ready for the MPL, the mega product launch. This is our Bunker Hill. You know, the shot heard around the world at Bunker Hill was the beginning of the American Revolution. The MPL, the mega product launch coming up very soon, will be the shot heard around the world in economics, on the internet. It's going to be the earthquake that shakes the world. We're going to have the event MPL, and it's going to lead to CATMO, complete automated technical products that will cause automation with artificial intelligence, targeted traffic to create a money flow, a money stream for those who are founders. Now, all that equals, of course, total freedom. Total freedom for the equality of the opportunity to be free, to earn your money, to earn back your time. Now, that's one of the things that's most important to most of us, is to earn back our time so that we can spend time doing what we want, because we're not spending time at a job scraping by. And so the ultimate American dream, the ultimate ONPASSIVE dream is for TF, total freedom. The ONPASSIVE lifestyle is something we all look forward to. And so as we go forward, we want to hold up the ideal that in America we can do what we want to do. In ONPASSIVE we can do what we want to do. We want to share with the world what we found in America. You know, a lot of people are trying to get to America because they want to experience the American dream. What we want to do is export the American dream to the world and make it become the ONPASSIVE dream. There were 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence. Do you know that there are 56 founders who become members of the Leadership Council in ONPASSIVE? These 56 men and women of the Leadership Council are led by Ash Mufareh, who is our Thomas Jefferson, our author. Then there's those who are big in the eyes of the company, those who have been here from the beginning, have contributed so much. Michael Williams, Ken Russo, Cindy Hopkins, Jeffrey Morlock, Gersminder, Red Redford, Marty, Dan, and Mike, and so many more. I'm proud to be one of the Leadership Council members, and I can put my William Williams at the bottom of the document when we have mega product launch, and sign that document just like my ancestor did the Declaration of Independence. It's Dr. Bill Williams on July the 4th, 2021, saying, total freedom can be yours if you're in a founding position. I'm glad to be one. I hope you will too. We celebrate freedom on July the 4th every year. I hope that we'll be able to say very soon the birth of ONPASSIVE is the biggest jump in freedom the world has ever seen.